What's up, my fellow movie collecting maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and it is time for another Quickie movie haul with a whole bunch of great stuff to show off. Like I always say in these videos, the pile doesn't seem to change of ones I gotta show off, so I grabbed a whole bunch. Hopefully we can whittle it down a little bit, but there's always more coming in the mail, so what can you do? You just gotta keep moving forward. But let's show some great stuff, really awesome stuff. Some I acquired recently, some today. I know yesterday I got something, and some that I had in the pile for a while that I just want to get out there because they're getting lost under it all. But let's jump in and show off some great stuff. First up is an upgrade to a movie I actually bought recently. And I want to do a review on it because it's really odd, weird, and strange, and it's like an homage to my favorite horror movie, The Evil Dead. And this one is a Japanese telling of it from the 90s called, I gotta look at this because it's such a weird name, Body Muscle Builder in Hell. Body Muscle Builder in Hell. And this is the Blu-ray version, like I said, from, I want to say Visual Vengeance. I've never really owned anything from these guys before, but cool slipcover with a really badass cover inside. And it's just a crazy, crazy kind of Japanese version of Evil Dead. I watched a little bit of it before, but haven't really sat down and watched it in full to kind of get my review going for it and take notes. So I'm probably going to be watching this one sometime soon because I want to get a review out there for it because it really is an odd flick, very low budget, and like I said, it's a Japanese version of my favorite film of all time, the first original Evil Dead, and just really cool package, a lot of cool artwork, and just nice to have it upgraded because it is a kind of an odd flick. But, yeah. Bloody Muscle Body Builder in Hell. Say that 5 times fast. But, exciting stuff. But, let's move it on to another movie that I have watched recently. It's one of the ones I mentioned when I was sick over that 3-day weekend that I had. I watched a whole bunch of movies. This one was like one of my favorites that I saw. I had to review it. But I did not have it in my collection. I thought I did. So I remedied that extremely fast and ordered it, and it came in the mail today. And the movie is the post-apocalyptic Italian action flick, The New Barbarians, aka Warriors of the Wasteland. I actually wrote up a review for it today, just a few hours ago, before I had my Monday movie night with friends. And I'll be doing that one sometime in the near future. Just got to film the actual stuff and edit it all together. But that one is definitely going to be coming lickety-split. But this movie is fun as hell. Really awesome. One of my favorite Italian kind of Mad Max ripoffs that came out in the 80s. Really was surprised by this one and how much I loved it. Loved all the characters, just the world that they set up, and the explosions and action and violence in it are pretty amazingly done. So I figured it would be a fun one to review because these ones are always really fun to kind of edit and get it all out there for you guys. So The New Barbarians, I can't recommend it enough. Just really fun, crazy 80s Italian flick, and those are my favorite. I love 80s genre films and love finding new ones. And they just announced Severance putting out Aliens from the Abyss. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that one. I've not seen it, and I am looking forward to checking it out when it comes out. I believe the release date's going to be June sometime, so I'll be picking that one up for sure. But this is the Blue Underground double pack, the Blu-ray and DVD version. But awesome stuff. Stay tuned for that review. Can't wait to do it. It's going to be super fun. But next up is a newly released movie that I am a huge fan of. One of the greatest 80s fantasy films out there with an amazing dragon. One of the most accomplished special effects work that's ever come out of the fantasy genre. And if you don't know what I'm talking about by now, well, It is Dragon Slayer, and I got the kind of bare bones, the Blu-ray digital code copy version. The 4K I noticed doesn't have a Blu-ray, and that's kind of like a no-go for me because I don't have a 4K player or TV. I just kind of get the 4Ks because they have the Blu-rays usually in there. So, and it was a really badass tin. I really wanted to get it, but I'd actually just rather watch the movie, be able to watch the movie. So I just went with the standard version. But regardless, amazing film. Can't wait to actually check it out in a more crisp and clear version. I do own the DVD, so this will be an upgrade into the collection. And just really glad that this one came out. Really awesome film. And if you haven't seen it and you love 80s fantasy or just fantasy in general, this one is a must. Great cast, great effects, like I said, with the dragon. Just a solid film from beginning to end. Great stuff. So definitely check that one out if you like that kind of stuff. And if you guys want me to do a review on it, let me know, because I would happily do it, because I don't think I did a review on it. Don't quote me on it. I'm losing track. I just checked my files that I store all my video reviews and the files in. It's like 600 and something. So there's a lot of content on this channel. It's almost ridiculous at this point. But let's go on to the next stuff. And it is a combo pack of 3 movies. Was going for dirt cheap, so I figured why the hell not. It's a more modern franchise, and I'm not really keen on modern horror. But I do love these films. I couldn't even tell you. If you had a gun to my head and told me what happens in what movie of this series and what have you seen, I would not be able to tell you because it all blends together. But the series is The Conjuring. And from what I've seen of the series, I really enjoyed each movie. I think I might have seen all 3, but I'm not sure. But really enjoyed it. I loved it had a more almost 70s approach to filmmaking with these ones. It's more classier approach, great direction, nothing too over the top in parts, characters that you really root for and care about. So I figured $7.95 it was going for 3 movies. Why the hell not? A little slip cover there, and just a really cool series of films that really respect the horror genre. It's not stupid jump scares for the most part. Actually has a lot of class and atmosphere to them. So figured why the hell not put them in the collection, and first time in the collection. But next up is a surprise hit that I enjoyed. I saw it. It's a Christmas horror movie that it's a Shudder original, and it was actually playing in theaters in this December. So my friends and I went on one of our Monday movie nights and decided, let's go to the theater and check this one out. And I absolutely loved it. It might go on a little bit too long at the end. It's almost relentless and it's dragging it out. But love the movie, love the characters. Well, the movie, let me tell you what the movie is first. It is Christmas Bloody Christmas. And it comes with this awesome slipcover here. And same inside. But yeah, amazing film. This chick right here, probably one of the most hottest women in film that I've seen in a long time. Really dug her character. She was badass. Little grating at the end because it's pretty much just surviving as a primal, she's just shell-shocked and just trying to survive this killer robot Santa that's attacking her. Ridiculous premise, but really fun. I mean, they did a great job on the feeling and tone and atmosphere of Christmas. Really lays it on thick. The just snow everywhere. It's hard to explain, but it's just a very vivid and visceral kind of film. Really cool stuff. Believable characters, crazy effects, and just a cool Christmas film that will go with my yearly rotation of all the other Christmas films that I got. I think they're over here somewhere. Kind of threw them over there. But yeah, great new Christmas classic to watch during the holidays, and really enjoyed this one. I was actually going to do a short review of my reaction on it in December when I watched it, but I just never got around to it. But yeah, cool stuff. First time in the collection and a great new classic. Let's move it on to a movie that's supposedly it's a classic, but I've never seen it before, so I'm ashamed to say it, but I have not seen Boogie Nights. And I just picked this one up at the Exchange, this used movie store in town. And I need to see it because it's right up my alley with the kind of the style and flow of the film that I've seen and heard about from people. And really just a cool character film with just cool characters, cool style. I think it's in the 70s, I want to say. But yeah, I've never gotten around to see it. Great soundtrack as well. And I'm just looking to remedy that and watch it because I'm ashamed. But yep, Boogie Nights, never had it in the collection before and never had the chance to watch it. So hopefully I will be able to watch that soon and check it out for myself finally. But let's move it on to an entirely different kind of movie. One that I didn't even really know existed until I bought it off of the Hamilton Books. Had a really awesome Arrow sale, Arrow video. And yeah, this one was for a really good, decent price. And it looks epic as all hell. I don't know, I guess it's an adventure kind of Western, but it has a hell of a cast. You got Charlton Heston. It is Major Dundee. And Santa Berger right there. Amazing, beautiful, gorgeous actress. Pretty much enjoy anything I've seen her in, so I'm really glad that she's in this one. But also there's a few other people. Richard Harris is in this one too, so anything with Richard Harris, hell yeah. Charlton Heston, that goes without saying, so I don't know why I've never ran across this one before, but it looks epic in scale and just a huge production, so really looking forward to checking this one out. Some really great visuals from the trailer that I saw when I was kind of looking it up before I bought it. But Major Dundee, hell yeah, looks really awesome. And like I said, I think there's still a lot of copies of the video, Arrow video sale going on. Well, it's not even a sale, it's just what they have at Hamilton Books for you to order. So definitely check that one out if you want to get some stuff. I grabbed a whole bunch of Arrow video stuff. But let's move it on, keep this train moving, with a movie that came out last year, I believe. It's a fantasy film that looks very intriguing, and I keep hearing nothing but great stuff about it. So I had to pick it up for myself, and it was going pretty cheap at this used store. The movie is The Green Knight. And if anyone's ever seen this one, definitely let me know what you thought about it. I know it's a little bit strange, but it has some cool concepts in there and just a very fantasy-infused world that seems believable, vivid, lived in, and it almost sounds like it's harkening back to the 80s fantasies that I love. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I'm not a really big fan of Dave Patel, who's I'm assuming he's the Green Knight, but I don't really know much about the Green Knight story. I guess it's a legendary story. But yeah, I've heard nothing but good things, so I figured I would grab it up and check it out for myself, because it just sounds like it's a movie that I'm going to like no matter what. So hopefully that's the case. Slipcover and stuff there. But yeah, let me know if you guys have seen this one. I know that it's not the easiest film to follow out there, I guess. It's just not very mainstream, but everyone that's seen it has said there's a lot to take away from it. So definitely definitely tell me what you think of it if you've seen it. But let's move it on to another one. We got two more to go. This was another one I picked up at Hamilton Books. And I don't know anything about it, but it's an 80s slasher, and I say hell yeah to anything 80s and anything slasher. So 80s horror movie, sign me up. It is Hell High, and looks like it's a hell of a lot of fun, no pun intended. But don't know anything about it really, other than I saw like a little bit of the trailer just to get a flavor to see if it was up my alley, and it was right up my alley, so I said definitely jumping on it. So Hell High, don't know, let me know if you've seen it. It looks pretty fun, pretty cool, and like I said, anything 80s slasher I'm gonna pick up, because my collection thrives on 80s slashers or 80s horror movies in general. But let's end it with a surprise kind of movie for me, but it wasn't a big hit. I think it was during COVID, so it was kind of just direct-to-video or direct to streaming, and it never really had a big theatrical showing. But great cast, and watched it, loved the story, thought it was really interesting and immersive. It is Reminiscence with Hugh Jackman, and movie's really cool. Really has a lot of interesting concepts thrown in there. It's kind of just like it's not even post-apocalyptic. It's just like apocalyptic, I guess. It's just the world is kind of in disarray. Weather patterns have changed, and there's just like flooding in this one city. And it's got a lot of sci-fi elements to it, but it has a lot to do with like memories, recording people's memories, and kind of going back in and being obsessed with the past, and with I guess it's has a lot to do with grieving and letting go of past loves and stuff like that, which I struggle with in real life, like a mother. So it is it hit home in certain parts. It's an interesting love story, mystery, thriller, and like I said, great cast and pretty believable world, and just a movie I thought should have got a little bit more recognition than it did, which didn't really get a lot of didn't get a lot of buzz about it in the first place. But Reminiscence, really cool film. I loved it, and figured I would put it in the collection because it really is an interesting production, to say the least. And yeah, I enjoyed the story and the concepts it was throwing at the audience at a constant basis, so figured I would put it in the collection. But that, my cinema-loving friends, is everything for this one. A lot of stuff here. Oh, but a lot of cool genre stuff. But as usual, plenty more to go where that came from. Just never stops. But hopefully you enjoyed that one, and hopefully you saw some stuff you'd like to pick up for yourself. And like I said, some of those ones, if you've seen them before, like the ones I've never seen, definitely let me know what you thought about them, because I'm kind of intrigued to kind of jump in and see what they're like for myself. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to editing and get some more reviews out. But hope you enjoyed it, and hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, like and subscribe, and leave a comment below, because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will see you the next time I'm in front of a camera talking about movies. So stay safe, stay out of trouble, and get the hell out of here. See you guys.